You've probably heard about the COPPA, the Children Online Privacy Protection Act. Now, I truly didn't want to address this topic, but I feel that it was necessary to talk to you guys about it and to let you know about my plans for the future. In case YouTube took down this channel along with all the channels which are labeled as made for kids, including toys review channels, gaming channels, and comics channels. The law says that you cannot collect data from kids, and kids, according to the American law, are people who are under 13 years old. When starting a YouTube account, YouTube requests the user to insert his birth date, so if he is under 13, YouTube will just reject the application. Now, the point is that a lot of people lie about their age, and kids under 13 started accounts on YouTube after they inserted false birth dates. So after all these years, minors under 13 have been using YouTube, and YouTube has been collecting their data, which goes against the law. Now, YouTube got in a big trouble with the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, and had to pay a huge fine for collecting data from minors. Based on this, YouTube made major changes and made the content creators entirely responsible for the creation they make. Now, every single creator on YouTube received this message. You are legally required to comply with the U.S. Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA, and or other laws. You are required to tell us if your videos are made for kids. Now, this is going to take effect in January next year, which means after a month from now, content creators will be held legally responsible for what they upload. If you upload anything that would be deemed made for kids or directed to kids, then the FTC will come directly after you as a content creator. Now, the penalty for breaking the law is a fine up to $42,000 per video, and this is a true nightmare. Some of you may say that the content of your channel is not directed to kids under 13, and this might be true to some extent. But they are not only coming after content directed to kids, they are potentially targeting anything that might be kids attractive. As you know, superheroes are attractive for kids. A kid under 13 may not understand the story of the Immortal Hulk, or the Deceased Zombie story, for example, or Thor's War of the Realms, or the Absolute Carnage Run, but still, he might be attracted to these videos because they are all about superheroes. It is all because they are not drawing a line between what is directed to kids and what is kids attractive. A lot of kids, for example, like cars. Does this mean that channels that review cars are going to be targeted? The law is not clear, and what YouTube is going to do in January next year is not clear either, but all channels are potentially affected in some way, especially toys review channels, gaming channels, and unfortunately comics channels. So if you choose the option which says that your channel is not made for kids, but the FTC finds that your channel is made for kids or kids attractive, then you will be breaking the law and you will be vulnerable to get a fine up to $42,000 per video. Now, if you say that your channel is made for kids, in this case, YouTube will make the videos unsearchable, will not send the subscribers any notifications about the new uploads. It will not allow comments under the videos. It will not allow end cards, and will cut most of the ads on the videos. So any YouTuber who uses YouTube to make money would be directly affected by this procedure if his channel was found made for kids. So I've been thinking about solutions for this for a while. I hope the channel won't be affected, but there should be plan B if the worst happened and the channel was taken down. So yesterday I opened an account on Vimeo where you can upload videos for free. Then I opened a Patreon account which will be linked to the Vimeo account. Now you know guys, I have never had a Patreon account before and never asked for any financial support whatsoever, because this is my passion. I like reading and reviewing comics, and because my channel has been monetized by YouTube and I'm quite satisfied. But with the new FTC law, things are going to change, and if the channel was targeted like all the channels deemed directed to kids or kids attractive, then I'll definitely be in need for your support to continue reviewing these comics. You are not requested to do anything at the moment because nothing has happened yet, but in case, I am saying in case, the channel was targeted and demonetized, then I need support on Patreon to keep doing what I have been doing. I leave links to my Vimeo and Patreon accounts in the description box below. All you need to do at the moment is to save them until further notice. To be more specific, until January 2020. If the channel was targeted and became unsearchable, then you should know that COPPA hit the channel and that you should follow me on Vimeo and Patreon. I am not going to give up, but to be honest with you guys, it all depends on your support. We will see what January brings to us. If there were sufficient Patreons to keep going, then I promise that I'll continue reviewing comics. But if the Patreons were less than expected, then in this case, only in this case, I'll be forced to stop. So this is what I wanted to say about this COPPA thing. Again, you do not have to do anything at the moment because nothing has happened yet. All you need to do is to save the channel's links on Vimeo and Patreon to be able to follow me there if the worst happened. Believe me guys, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Peace.